Dear friends, welcome. What if the biggest problem in your life is not your future at all? It's your obsession with a future that does not even exist yet. You worry about what might go wrong. You rehearse disasters in your mind. You live in a tomorrow that has not arrived. But Ramana Maharshi, one of India's most silent yet powerful sages, he taught that the future is only a thought, the past is only a memory. Only the present is real. In this video, we explore a profound teaching from Ramana Maharshi on fear of a future and a real life story of a devotee who came to him overwhelmed by anxiety only to discover a radical shift in understanding. It's a direct inquiry into the nature of fear itself. Most human suffering does not come from what is happening now. It comes from what if I fail or what if I lose my job? What if something goes wrong tomorrow? Notice something important. None of this is happening right now. The mind creates a mental movie and then reacts to it as if it were real. Raman Maharshi pointed directly at this mechanism. He did not offer coping strategies. He questioned the source of fear itself. When devotees came to him worried about the future, Ramana Maharshi often guided them back to one question: to whom does this fear arise? If you answer honestly, you arrive at it arises to me. Then he would ask, who am I? This was not a philosophical wordplay, it was a method of turning attention away from imagined time. Either it can be past or future and back to direct experience. Because in his teaching, the future is imagination, the past is memory. Only awareness of this moment is real and fear cannot survive without time. One well known devotee who struggled with intense anxiety once came to Ramana Maharshi deeply disturbed. He feared losing his livelihood and was constantly thinking about how he would survive in the future. His mind would not stop calculating worst case scenarios. He expressed his worry to Maharshi, expecting advice or reassurance. But Ramana Maharshi simply sat silently for a while. Then he said something extremely simple. You are worrying about the future, but are you certain you will be there to experience it? The devotee was stunned. Ramana Maharshi continued, even now, the future you fear is only a thought arising in you. Find out who is thinking it. Instead of giving solutions to the problems of life, he removed the authority of the thinker who creates those problems. The devotee later described something profound. When he turned inward as instructed, the constant mental projection stopped. The future lost its grip not because life became predictable, but because the mind stopped treating imagination as reality. He still had responsibilities, but fear no longer dictated his experience of life. Ramana Maharshi's teaching is not don't think about the future, it is deeper. See that one who fears the future is itself a thought. If you investigate that I deeply enough, you don't find a solid entity located in time. And without a solid I moving through time, the entire structure of fear collapses. So, the key takeaway teaching will be not suppression, not forced positivity. Instead, when fear arises, pause, notice it is a thought, but something not happening now. Ask silently to whom is this appearing. Turn attention inward, not forward. Even a few seconds of this shifts identification. The future will always be uncertain, but fear is not created by the future. It is created by believing a thought about the future. Raman Maharshi's message is radical because it does not fix the dream, it asks you to wake up from the dreamer you think you are. If this teaching resonates with you, don't just think about it. Try observing fear the next time it arises, not as a problem to solve, but as a thought to investigate. Ramana Maharshi taught that freedom is not in changing tomorrow, it is in seeing that tomorrow is only a thought today. If this teaching resonated with you, like the video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more insights from Ramana Maharshi teachings as narrated by me, Krisha. Thank you for watching.